Hello, welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. So we're here for Newcastle versus Leeds. Newcastle will go back into second if we win this game. So I think it's really an important game to win. It'll be interesting to see whether Wilson will play or he'll go with Wood, because apparently Wilson was not in training. So that'll be interesting to see. I hope he does go with Wilson though, but Wood wasn't bad the last few games. We're playing against a Leeds side who are very good. They like to press really high up the pitch. They play with lots of energy. I do like Jesse Marsh. So this is going to be a tough game, but I think we should do it, and I think we will beat them by. I think there'll be a lot of goals. I'm gonna go for 4-1. So yeah, I think we will batter them, because the high press that they play will create lots of space for us. Now the goal scorers, I'm going to go Bruno, Almiron, Botman, and Trippier. Yeah.
Trippier. Yeah, it's great to be back at St James's Park here after our Boxing Day victory at Leicester City. We were down there. If you've not seen the video, thanks for all the support. We've had over 4,500 views for that. It was a really great away day. Some crazy scenes there with the fans. So check the video out. We'll leave a description. We'll leave a link in the description below. But Newcastle today are trying to get their 7th consecutive victory in the Premier League. We've not done that since October. I think it was '96 when we beat Man United 5-0. Leeds, like Charlie says, they press high, got lots of energy and pace, but they do leave spaces at the back, don't they? So hopefully we can capitalise on that space and get the ball to Miggy in space to get at them. But you know, it's going to be a really good game. I'm sure it'll be a good atmosphere as well. And Leeds have conceded, they've played 15 games this season, they've conceded 29 goals, so that's nearly 2 goals a game. So we're looking forward hopefully to a lot of goals, and hopefully all Newcastle's way. So the players are just arriving at the minute, and we'll get some more footage for you hopefully of the Leeds bus coming in. I think this is Maxi coming in now in his sports car. There he goes. Sven Botman on his way. We've got the Leeds bus arriving now.
So what's your name?
My name's Keeks.
What do you think the score's going to be?
6-0, definitely.
Wow.
We're gonna whoop that off. Can I say that? Sorry.
Yes, that's fine.
We're gonna win.
No, it's going to be about 3-1, and I think I'll be around like that too.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Bruno might get one as well.
Bruno's gonna score without a doubt.
So do you think we're going to win the league?
Got a chance.
I'll be happy with top 4. I don't think we're going to delete.
Well, thanks very much for being in the video for Charlie Talks Football. We hope we have a good game.
What do you think the score will be?
Well, I think there'll be a lot of goals in the game today, so I'm going to say 3-1 to Newcastle. I'm going to say Almiron, Bruno and Botman, a header from a corner. So fingers crossed we can get 3 points today.
So it finishes Newcastle 0, Leeds 0. a pretty disappointing result for Newcastle fans. We do still stay in the top 4, which is what matters. But to get a draw against Leeds, you know, I think we expect a lot more, and we really should have won that game. I thought it started off high intensity. Both teams had chances. Leeds had a couple of chances. We had chances. Then it quieted down for a bit. I thought we wasted a lot of our chances. There was a corner which whipped in. Shaw had a chance. We wasted a lot of corners. I thought Trippier was our best player today because he created the most chances, although his crosses were poor and went straight into the hands of
Melia, was it? Yeah, Melia.
So he was definitely Leeds' best player, but we pretty much dominated most of the second half, knocking the ball around. I thought we would get a goal. We nearly got there. There was a chance where it was brought back to Longstaff and he leaned back and he shot and it went over. There was also a good chance for Wood where he went through on goal, he hit it, but the keeper came out. Pope also made a good save when Leeds were on the break.
Yeah, that was from Rodrigo, wasn't it?
From him.
Cut inside and hit
so overall, very disappointed. I think Man City have drawn against Everton as well, which if we would have won that game, we would have been in second place. So very disappointing. Not what I really expected, because a lot of people expected goals because of Leeds' high press, which, you know, which would hopefully help us to score goals. But we'll move on to Arsenal now, which will be an important game in terms of the title race and whether we are actually in a title race or not. And it's very rare that Man City do drop points. So for them to drop points is, you know, frustrating for us, because we had a real opportunity to beat Leeds. So yeah, like I said, I thought Trippier was our best player. He created the most chances out of anyone. He then brought Maxi and Wilson on later on in the second half. Maxi dribbled past a few players, but he struggled to hold on to the ball. Maybe you could have suggested he could have brought him on earlier. Wood was a bit disappointing, to be honest. I expected a little bit more than from him, but we didn't really play to his strengths, because most of Trippier's crosses just went straight into the hands of Melia anyway. So fair play to Leeds, to be honest, because they came in with a game plan and they did make it hard for us. We created a lot of chances, but I thought we wasted those chances. I thought on another day we would have won that. I think we've just got to be a little bit more clinical, and towards the end of the game, Bruno in particular started getting really frustrated, and we just needed to be calm in that situation, because that's exactly what Leeds want. They want us to have a reaction, to waste time, and they exactly got that. So very frustrating, but at least it's not a loss in another clean sheet. So now, Dad, I want to ask you this question. Do you think we were wasteful with our chances?
Yeah, I'm gutted it was 0-0. We deserved, we created enough chances to win the game. And like you said, Charlie, it was a game of missed chances. There was numerous opportunities for us to score. Longstaff had 2 chances. The first one was on his left foot.
Leaning back.
And he leant back, and he was slightly off balance on the first one, so let him off for that one. But I thought he should have went across the goal, across the keeper. And then Longstaff again, I think Miggy broke down to the byline, did really well, pulled it back to him. And he's approaching the ball, he opens his body up, takes it with the inside of his foot. But again, he's leaning back, and you've got to lean over the top of the ball and drive your foot through it. So that was frustrating. As you've said, Melia made a great save from Wood. He was out quick to block him. He made a great save from Shaw's header from a corner. So Newcastle had a lot of chances in that game.
The crosses weren't good enough, were they?
No, I mean, Trippier, one of my favourite players for Newcastle. He's excellent. He's a leader. I think
captain of the team.
When he was taking a corner in the first half, it was the one where Shaw headed wide, where he headed it down into the ground. Trippier delayed taking the corner because Leeds had left 3 players up on the halfway line, and he was telling us we needed to get cover back because Leeds, like Charlie said, and we said at the start of this video, they work really hard off the ball, they press the ball with intensity, they're really aggressive, and we found that difficult to manage that, but we did create enough chances to win the game.
I also thought that we had so many corners and we got so many free kicks, like... People will say, oh, Leeds played well, which they did. But I've got to sort of criticise the players a little bit here. We've been doing a fantastic job, but today we were wasteful with our chances. You know, we had loads of corners. I know Shaw had a chance, but a lot of them just went straight into the hands of Meslier. And we also had loads of free kicks, and when you get loads of them opportunities, you really should be taking them, because
Trippier had lots of free kicks, and about 4 or 5 of his deliveries went straight into Mellier's hands. And yes, Meslier was high up the pitch, high up in his box, but he's a really big guy, and we really needed to keep the ball away from him. So that was frustrating, but you know, it's a game we should have won. We had the chances. We've got Arsenal up next on Tuesday night down at the Emirates, so hopefully we'll be able to get a result there. That's going
to be a tough game. I'd hopefully say I would take a draw there. You always want to win the games, but I would take a draw. So overall, frustrating. When you Leeds would press, they did. We seemed in some parts of the game we struggled to keep the ball. We were under a lot of pressure by Leeds. I sort of did think they would tire, and I think they did sort of tire a bit, but they managed to contain us. Like I said before, I think on another day we would have won that game by a few goals because we were wasteful with our chances. Some people should say, do you think Wilson should have started at the start of the game, maybe? But I don't know whether he just was lacking in fitness or he was trying to save Wilson for the Arsenal game.
Yeah, maybe it's for Tuesday night. I mean, Wilson, I think he trained on Thursday. I'm not sure if he trained yesterday, but he's maybe not fully recovered from his illness. Wood did well against Leicester. And the day game, Wood's link-up play was really good, I thought. Obviously, Wilson.
I didn't think he was that good.
Did you not?
No, I think to be fair to him, I think we didn't really play to his strength because most of the crosses didn't really go to him. I think he didn't really do much. You know, I don't think we're playing to his strengths. So Isaac, again, he's set to be coming back in the next couple of weeks. So having him, I'm sure he'll really help us, you know, put away them chances. Because I'm sure if he was up front, I think we would have scored, because you know what, he's like a fantastic striker. So I think we do miss Isaac. Shelby's obviously going to be a big miss. I know he's out for a couple of months, so we're going to target a midfielder in January. I don't know if you agree, Dad, but I personally think that this result here shows that we do need to invest money in January.
I think with Shelby being injured, we probably do.
I do think we need another winger. You know, Almiron was working hard. There was a couple of times where he got himself into some good positions. But I do think we need another winger, despite how well Almiron's doing, just to add that extra cutting edge, like a Diaby or like a Maddison, which now, like I've said, if Maddison was playing in that game for Newcastle, I think he really would have made a difference because of his creativity. And I sort of think the thing is that we did create chances, we just lacked that cutting edge.
It was a cutting edge, wasn't it?
The final third. Finish. And as the game went on, you could tell we were getting more and more frustrated. Fair play to Leeds.
Yeah, they did well.
They got a good point for them. You know, not many teams go to St James's Park and get something out of it. We've still got a fantastic defensive record, though.
Another clean sheet today.
Another clean sheet. the only thing, I want you guys to put this in the comments, but do you think that Dan Burn should be starting at left back? Now, I personally think that, of course, Target wasn't in the squad, but I actually think he should have played Jamal Lewis. Because
I disagree there.
Yeah, well, I personally think that Dan Burn, he's good at holding up the ball, he works hard, but as you know, he's not a proper left back. So I just believe maybe we're lacking a little bit more creativity because Dan Burn's not a left back, and we sort of rely on mainly Trippier at putting the crosses. And when Trippier, well, I think he did have a good game, but when, you know, his crosses aren't working, we sort of turn to someone else. So that's just my opinion there.
I know what you mean about Dan Burn, because he doesn't maybe get forward as much as Target would.
Because there was a time where I think Trippier gave Dan Burn the ball, and if that was Target, he would have ran down the line and whipped in a cross. But it got a Dan Burn on the edge of the box, and he stopped and he hesitated.
I think Burn offers you. He's got height at the back.
I'm not criticising Burn, but I'm just saying maybe we need to have a look at that. So a disappointing result.
Disappointing result. But we'll
move on to Arsenal.
And the transfer window opening tomorrow, which is exciting.
I've just got a retro Newcastle top on. I just bought it today. It's very, very nice. It's got the sponsor
Green Holes,
on.
the old
You
sponsor,
probably won't be able to see, but it says Green Holes. I don't think that exists anymore, but it's a very, very nice kit, and I'm looking forward to do videos while I'm on holiday, because we're actually going on holiday soon. So we'll be doing a video on holiday for Newcastle versus Fulham. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. The support over the videos recently has been fantastic. Let's get 300 subscribers before the end of January. I'm sure you can hit that, given the support you've been giving us recently. And hit the like button, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know every time I'll post. Me and my dad will be doing a lot more of these videos. We've got Premier League content coming on your way, Premier League predictions. We might even have a guest on as well, we'll have to see. So,
and thank you to Shaka Hislop, who actually sent us a video message saying how he loves the channel.
Now, he's a goalkeeper.
He used to play in goal for Newcastle.
Used to play goal for Newcastle and Portsmouth, and he sent us a message. He now works for ESPN, which is a massive American media and sports company, and he just said, you know, keep up the good work for the videos. So that really nice. That's really good to have a message off him. So guys, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and turn the notification bell on. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and put down below in the comments, what do you think of this kit? Bye.
Take care, bye.